You know that feeling when you fall down an internet rabbit hole and it just keeps getting weirder and more specific? Well, today we're going to look at a blog that is basically the final boss of that feeling. We're going to deconstruct it and try to find the hidden code inside all that beautiful chaos.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. The blog is called The Chronically Online Algorithm, and at first glance, it's a whirlwind. I mean, 1 second you're reading about disco babies, then bam, you're hit with the Hawktua meme, and then you pivot to Jewish mysticism, the hacker group Xbox Underground, this creepy occult thing called the Hand of Glory, and then of course witch talk. It's just a total fire hose of information.
And get this, the person behind it isn't just messing around. This number, that's the total number of posts in just 1 year. 4,899. That's not a hobby, you know? That is a relentless, obsessive documentation of a mind plugged directly into the internet. It's really the definition of chronically online.
So when you see all of that, it just feels like a lot. And it leads us to the big question we're trying to answer today. Is this whole thing just a chaotic mess, a bunch of random digital noise? Or is there actually a pattern, a hidden logic, an algorithm that we can somehow decode?
Before we can even start looking for that pattern, we've got to just step back and appreciate the beautiful chaos of it all. It really is like a digital storm of ideas, memes, and really deep research all swirling around on one single webpage.
Now, here's where we catch a break. The blog's creator, they don't just leave us lost in that storm. They actually give us a guide, a kind of map to help us navigate all this madness.
And here it is, right from the source. The blog itself admits it's chaotic but promises there's a system. It literally says there are recurring themes that form an intellectual backbone. Okay, that's our key. That's our way in.
So the creator calls their massive list of interests the Interestornado, which is just a perfect name, right? And when you look at the categories, you start to see the pillars: spirituality, technology, culture, and yep, a big one, conspiracy theories. So if we take that whole Interestornado and kind of boil it down, we can see the blog's logic is really built on three major reoccurring themes. These three pillars are the foundation, the secret code holding up this whole wild structure.
All right, let's explore these three hidden worlds, one by one. This is where we go from total chaos to something that actually starts to make a whole lot of sense.
So, first up, and this one is a biggie, is esotericism. This is all about the search for hidden spiritual knowledge. You know, the idea that there are unseen systems and meanings that exist just beyond the world we see every day.
And this isn't just some dusty history lesson. What's so cool is how the blog connects these ancient traditions, like Gnosticism or Jewish mysticism, to their modern digital versions, like tarot readings on YouTube, the whole subculture of witch talk, or even energy healing like Reiki.
The second pillar takes that exact same impulse, that hunt for hidden meaning, and just applies it to the material world. It's all about questioning the official story, whether that story comes from the government, the news, or the history books.
And this headline is just a perfect example of the blog's unique brain. It takes something that seems so silly and disposable, a viral meme from 2024, the Hawktua girl, and uses it to talk about one of the biggest philosophical ideas out there, simulation theory. It's all about finding patterns everywhere.
The third and final pillar, well, it's not looking at the hidden past or the hidden present. It's obsessed with the hidden systems of the future, especially how technology and AI are about to completely change what it even means to be human.
So you see all these posts diving into the crazy growth of AI, this concept called the singularity, where text just becomes uncontrollable. And yeah, like we saw, the idea that our whole reality might just be a giant computer program.
So when you lay the three pillars out like this, it all starts to click, right? What seemed like random noise now has a super clear structure. The blog is investigating systems, the spiritual systems of the past, the political systems of the present, and the technological systems of the future.
But what's the connection between them? I mean, what's the grand unified theory here? What could Jewish mysticism, conspiracy theories, and the singularity possibly have in common?
It turns out the process is always the same. It doesn't matter if the subject is an ancient religious text, a current political event, or some wild future tech. The goal is always to peel back the surface and see what hidden machinery is running underneath.
And that's it. That is the code we were looking for. The whole blog is fundamentally a quest to map out the invisible structures that shape our reality. It's this massive, ongoing project to understand the hidden systems, spiritual, political, and technological, that run the world.
So, why does digging into one person's extremely online blog actually matter to any of us?
What's the takeaway here?
Because this blog, in its own super intense way, is just a mirror. It's an extreme version of something that every single one of us does every day. We are all building our own personal algorithms.
I mean, think about it. Every article you choose to click on, every video you share, every weird rabbit hole you go down late at night, you are actively shaping the little information universe that gets reflected back to you. You're training your own algorithm piece by piece.
And that kind of brings us to the final question, doesn't it? We figured out that this blog is basically a search for hidden systems of spirituality, power, and tech. So if someone could analyze your personal algorithm, your search history, your feed, your saved posts, what hidden systems would they find that you're searching for?